Congressional. The yields. Chair now recognizes the gentleman from Wisconsin, Mr. Tiffany.
Thank you. Director Peters, the ranking member, said it very well in her opening statement that everyone should be treated with dignity and respect, and I'm assuming that applies to all inmates. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Derek Chauvin in a Tucson facility was stabbed. Derek Chauvin in a Tucson facility was stabbed 22 times while he was copying documents. What happened?
Congressman, excuse me. I won't be able to speak to the details of that situation for obvious reasons, but I will tell you that the safety of all individuals in our custody is what we do every day. That's our mission. That's our focus.
So the gang member that stabbed him 22 times seems now to have full access to being able to, for example, copy documents, stuff like that, while Mr. Chauvin is not allowed that privilege currently. Why would there be disparate treatment like that?
Congressman, I wouldn't be able to speak to the specifics of Mr. Chauvin's incarceration or the assailant. What I can tell you is that we have experts who make housing determinations and placements to ensure that people are safe and secure, both the individuals that were assaulted and the assailants.
Are you aware that Jason Galanis reported to Bureau of Prisons chaplain that he was the victim of repeated incidents of sexual harassment at the hands of BOP staff?
I am familiar with Mr. Galanis' allegations, yes.
Is that staff member who assaulted Mr. Galanis, is he still working for Bureau of Prisons?
Again, that's an ongoing investigation, and I wouldn't be able to speak to the alleged individual's circumstances right now.
You know, Mr. Chairman, this is really I've just been here 4 short years. This is really one of the frustrating things. When people come before this committee, whether it's the FBI, the Department of Justice, whomever, we rarely get answers. And you can see why the American people are losing faith in some of our institutions when we can't even get answers to some of these things. I just want to close with this question, Director Peters. In Wisconsin, recently, we had a staff member that was killed at the Lincoln Hills juvenile facility, and I don't expect you to know the details in regards to it. But a judge restricted use of restraints for violent youth due to an appeal by the ACLU. Do you ever run into the same problem where, as a result of the actions of the courts, that they restrict the ability to protect staff?
Congressman, I'm not aware of any examples.
So you believe your staff is well protected?
I'm sorry, I'm not understanding the question.
Do you think your staff is relatively safe in the environment that they work in?
I think that the important thing that we do every day is work to train them, make sure they have the tools and the resources they need to operate safe and secure prisons.
So, Mr. Chairman, thank you for giving me the latitude where I'm morphing into a state issue, but it's very disappointing now. A staff member, a very good staff member, was killed in a facility that that lives in my district as a result of a judge who took actions that allowed the inmates to run the asylum. With that, I yield back.